Please note, from now on, this is exclusive for Sunday media, so please do not use these quotes before Sunday. Hendrik, jy kan gaan?
Dankie Zina, hallo Rassie, hallo Zina. Net eerstens verskoning vra namens my geliefde vriend Percy wat na jou verwys het as meneer, natuurlik dokter Erasmus wees. Maar ons verskoon vir Percy daar, jammer, ek moes dit net inkry, sorry Percy. Rassie, nie op 'n ernstiger noot, jy het nog gepraat van Trokkie wat in 2017 die wêreldspeler van die jaar was. En as ek nou reg onthou, het jy in 2018 vir Kobus Wiese eerste keer na oefenkamp toe genooi. En is 'n lang tyd wat nou verloop het en jy het hom nou eers weer vroeër vanjaar na die bokbeleidingskamp toe genooi. Ek net hoor, wat is jou gedagtes rondom Kobus?
Kobus of Jasper?
Kobus.
Oh, Kobus Jasper se broer, die sewe van Slot. Okay, ja. Nee, Kobus dink ek dink hoe Jake hom gebruik in die span is skitterend. Ons het 'n paar ouens wat 7 flank en 4 kan speel. Vincent Tsuka kan 7-4 speel. Jy weet Sous kan 5-7 speel. Roan kan nou danksy Jake 5 en 7 speel. JL de Preek kan 4 en 7 speel. En Kobus kan 4 7 en hy roep soms die lynstaande by die Bulls toe Roan beseer was. Dit maak ook ons opsies baie oop om ander ou so Siak en 8 vir ons speel, ou so Squagga kan 6 speel, Marco kan 6 speel. Marco het 8 gespeel vir die ouens daarso. Jy het nou vir Jasper wat kan 8 speel. So Kobus, ons hardloop altyd uit Slot, waar ek nog altyd afgerig het. Het hou altyd 'n hele klomp Slot in die begin van die seisoen en dan wanneer dit aan die einde van die seisoen kom, dan is ons bietjie dun op Slotte. So, weet om nou amper te sê die 4 spesialist Slotte as jy vat Eben en sê Jean Klein en Loot en RG en ek mis nou een obvious ene. Kan jy nou dadelik onthou nie Salman. As jy hulle vat, jy vat hulle uit en uit Slotte en jy sê okay, maar dan lekker swinger tussen 7 en 4 is Sous, is Kobus Wiese, is JL, is Vincent Tsuka. So dit help nogal baie vir as ons dalk bietjie moet spanne wil rondspeel, as ons momentum hou, wil ons graag try om ouens goeie testcaps te gee en Kobus val in daai groep wat dit baie goed cover vir ons.
Ja.
Is dit jou vraag gewees, Hendrik? Het ek jou reg verstaan?
Jy het nou reg verstaan, Rassie, is daar nog iets anderste wat van sy persoonlike spel beïndruk jou? Hoekom het jy van hom gelike in 2019? Hoekom like jy nou hom weer? Is hy omdat die werk wat hy in die donker gange doen, is dit bedryfmale, wat betrek jy die meeste?
Hy is ook maar weg en dit gaan speel oor see, en jy weet, ons ook al gesê, as 'n ou relatief jonk is en gaan oor see, dan is dit maar moeilik om 'n ou in jou mix in te kies. So, nee, die ou is al so groot, en hoe Jake hom gebruik is, hy kry momentum en stop momentum, jy weet, en as 'n ou nou met Wilco praat en vra, hoe voel skram daai ou agter jou, en hoe voel dit wanneer hy agter jou skram, en jy praat met die ander stitte, dan is dit maar daai fisiese harde ding wat momentum gee en momentum stop, en ek wil nou nie sê, die ander ouens doen dit ook, maar presies wat hy doen by Jake en hoe Jake hom gebruik, sal ons graag wil hy moet die tipe dinge doen by ons.
Dankie.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, hello Rassie, hope you're well. You mentioned earlier there is the obligation to sort of broaden your squad and sort of give guys caps and sort of more experienced players as well, give them more caps as well. But there's also this season the 2 tests away to New Zealand. There's the test away to Ireland. There's a test away to France. Do you see this year as more daunting than say last year?
Yeah.
In your selection, how will that impact your selections going forward?
No, well, look, the moment you say, the Barbarian games, you're going to play around a little bit. That's why we probably want to pick a pretty steady team with flooding some guys there, but it's not actually a test match. But it's going to be one hell of a spectacle, I believe. I'm not sure what the weather in Cape Town will be like, but that definitely will be test match intensity with more pressure on us, obviously. But then, the 2 Italy games is everybody's expecting us just to beat them. They were really competitive in the first 2 rounds of Six Nations, and then they ran a little low on player depth, because they don't have a hell of a lot of players, but they only play 2 test matches against us. I know they've got a warm-up test match as well. So they'll be physical and up for it in the way that coach, they were really gutsy on defense. So we also can't not perform so that, we keep our belief and you guys, the media and our supporters keep our belief. And then we've got the last Georgia game, which we all know the Georgians are, it's probably one of the most physical. If you take them up lightly up front, then the whole game becomes a mess. So, but it gives us opportunity to do in these first 4 test matches, I believe, to not mess around with teams, but strategically have good plans in place to see how many players can we try and test. And some old guys like Louis Jager hasn't played for us prior to the previous World Cup. There's a couple of guys who hasn't been with us for a while, and then really try some youngsters and get some more test caps on the other players. And then after that, it's the rugby championships would be massive, as you say, Australia here, and then we know New Zealand. None of us were born when we last beat them at Eden Park, so that's a big challenge. So I think the build-up phase is nice, and then a little bit of a break before we go on one of the most daunting end of year tours. So no, a tough year, and if our planning is not spot on, then it will not be a great year.
If I may, just one more. Have you seen anything in, say, the Six Nations or even in Super Rugby or elsewhere that has sort of got you thinking that maybe there's 1 or 2 things you need to tweak to your game? Have you observed anything that sort of pushed you in that direction?
Yeah, and I think, that's why, if you have a guy who was in England and you see what the English guys are doing in certain areas, and what Northampton did now to beat a guy which is almost the Irish team. There's certainly things that Northampton did what makes sense to us, on the attacking side, and Tony and Felix and Stock and those guys are all over that, and hopefully we can learn some from that. There was some in club rugby. Obviously, you always learn something from the French game, and what you see from them is big physicality, going 7-1, 6-2, and have these massive forwards with brilliant decision makers in the back line. Super Rugby is definitely got a lot of that speed and excitement back to it, and there's lots of teams, and I think the Australian players are really showing up at the right time, and I think the Lions series is going to be really interesting. So that's why it helped to have somebody from Ireland, somebody, a fitness coach from England, an analyst who was in France for a long time, and it's just, if we're only going to try and do it what we know in South Africa, we'll always stay at the same level. Where I think, as we try to learn from everybody all over the world, you're correct. There's a lot of things that we can learn, and we hope to implement.
Thank you.
Laaste vraag, Hendrik.
Dankie, Zina. Ek net inhak wat Liam gevra het, Rassie. Hy het genoem nou van die moeilik, of jy het ook nou genoem van die moeilike 2 wegtoetse teen die All Blacks en Ierland en Frankryk. Die einde van die jaar word die Wêreldbeker loting gedoen, en ons weet hoe moeilik was die vorige Wêreldbeker, die loting wat ons gehad het. So jy sê hierdie is waarskynlik jou moeilikste jaar as wat jy van 2018 betrokke is by Bokke, wat die skedule aanbetref vir julle. En as jy wil proefnemings maak met die oog op die greatest rugby rivalry volgende jaar, en 2027 is Julie waarskynlik jou beste kans omdat die Wêreldbeker loting aan die einde van die jaar is om in Julie daai proefnemings te maak.
Ja, nee, ek dink jy's reg, Hendrik, maar jy weet 2022 was ook al so 'n moeilike een toe ons gespeel het. Ierland, Frankryk, die laaste in toe was Ierland, Frankryk, Italië, Engeland dink ek. Daai was ook 'n moeilike einde van die jaar toer gewees. En dan Nieu-Seeland weg van die huis af is net baie moeilik. So ja, om die balans te kry tussen bietjie te bou, maar te bly wen is natuurlik die heel belangrikste ding. Want omdat die loting die einde van hierdie jaar is. En so ja, dit sal altyd maar wees, hoorie, kom ons bou, maar as ons nie momentum het nie, dan kan ons eintlik nie bou in die volgende game. So alhoewel ons beplanning het vir elke toets en wat ons dink ons gaan probeer doen, die oomblik as jy bietjie momentum verloor na 'n plek het, dan vat jy weer een rad terug voor jy weer 2 radde kan vorentoe gaan. So ons het ons planne regtig mooi in plek, Maar jy weet, daar kom net 'n span en hy druk 'n stokkie vooruit en dan moet hom ou maar weer oorbeplan. Maar jy's 100% reg. Dis hoe hierdie jaar gaan wees dat hierdie Julie heel waarskynlik die tyd is om 'n paar goeders te probeer.
Fantastic. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Dankie, Rassie.
Ja,
I'll send out the recording in a little bit. Thank you, guys. Have a good one.
okay.
Baie dankie.
Dankie.
Thank you.